Hi. I feel like I'm looking really dramatic today. I would say don't get used to this. I just did a thing because I felt like it. But usually I don't have enough patience for something like this. But today I did. Anyway, I've just come out here today to talk about imagination and the law of attraction. Because when I first got into this, I had this misunderstanding myself that in order to manifest anything, you needed to imagine this in your head. That imagination is the thing that is making things happen. But now, my understanding is that it's not actually the case. Imagination is the thing. It's basically a tool. Imagination is not where you make something happen that hasn't already happened. Imagination is where you practice a feeling state. You practice an emotional state in your imagination. You practice what has already happened. Like, are you hearing this? Like, there's a difference. You're not making anything happen. You're practicing what has already happened. You're practicing what it will feel like when you are living this thing, whatever you're imagining. You might have this question, well, what if I'm imagining something negative? I'm worrying about something. That is imagining something negative. Well, in that case, you are practicing a feeling that, will eventually turn into something. Worry, in this case, something to worry about. You're practicing that. And so, these things that you see in your imagination, these are potential realities. They could happen, yeah. And, if you're imagining something negative, then it feels really shitty to hear that, it's a potential reality, but it is. But it doesn't have to happen. This is why I keep talking about how you need to keep on imagining something. You need to keep that emotional state going for a while before it really turns into anything. So you have all this time. If you are imagining something that you don't want, you have all this time to make a different decision, to feel better, to change your emotional state. That thing that you're imagining doesn't have to happen, basically. But why is it that it's the feeling that you're practicing? It's not really the imagery is not really important. The specifics of what you are seeing, that's not really important. What is important is how you feel. That is what you're practicing through this imagery, basically. And how you feel is what the universe is responding to. It's not really this imagery that it's responding to. It's how you feel. It's always how you feel. Everything is about how you feel, like I keep on saying. So, well, does this mean then that the specifics of what I'm imagining, that cannot happen or will not happen? No, not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily mean that. The thing that you're imagining, whatever it is, there is a potential reality in which this exact thing happens. I have had that happen many times, yes. It is that way. But no matter what, even if it's not that exact thing that happens, the feeling that you have as you are imagining that exact thing, that feeling will happen. If you keep that going, if you keep feeling that way, it will happen. So it really matters what you are imagining and what you are feeling. But I, at the start, had this misunderstanding that imagination is making things happen. It feels almost like you need to take time out of your day just to sit there and imagine things. Otherwise, they won't happen. It's not like that. Imagination is simply a tool with which you practice how it feels, how that thing that you want to happen feels. And that's it. You can't use imagination in order to make something happen. You know why that is? It's because if I am imagining something with this goal that I'm gonna make something happen, what is my actual emotional state then? My actual emotional state in that case is, it's not happening. It's not happening right now, so I need to imagine this so that it would happen. But my emotional state is saying to the universe, it's not happening right now. So therefore, because it's not my emotional state right now, it's not happening right now, this is what I'm broadcasting to the universe, it cannot happen right now. So it's like, if you try to use imagination in order to make something happen, you kind of fuck up your vibration from the get-go. It's not pure anymore. Your vibration doesn't need to be strong in order to get something, but it does need to be pure. You can't include these feelings of it's not happening right now, so I need to do something about it in it. And the universe is responding to your now. As far as the universe is concerned, there is only right now. There's only this moment. There is no past and there is no future. So this is why I talk about getting your eyes off of physical reality so much in order to bring something new in, because whatever you are focused upon, anything that you're thinking about, anything that you're imagining, it's as good as saying to the universe, this thing that I'm thinking about or that I am imagining right now is happening right now. Because the universe takes you at your now vibration. It's always now. It's now, 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 now. So whatever you are imagining, the universe sees it as, this thing is happening right now. And then immediately, everything starts shifting around. And, the fabric of the universe in this case, everything starts rearranging around you in order to make your reality reflect that. It doesn't happen, like your reality doesn't reflect what you're imagining immediately, but you're basically using your imagination to practice a feeling. And now, things are already starting to shift, even if you can't see it right now. Things are already rearranging around you as you are doing that. This is why you need to get your eyes off of reality, because the universe doesn't care what you are focused upon. If you're focused on this reality here, the universe is like, okay, this is happening right now. All of this is happening right now. So this is what you're gonna get more of. Because that's how the universe sees it. This is how you see your world. This is what you're looking at. So here's more of that. So if you're imagining something that hasn't happened yet, the universe doesn't know that it hasn't happened yet. It is just like, this is what you're broadcasting to it. Your broadcast right now is that it is happening. What you are imagining, whether it's positive or negative, this thing is happening right now. And the universe is like, yes, boss, it is that way. It is happening right now, so I'm gonna start rearranging things around you to make your reality reflect that. If you just stay there, if you just keep on imagining these things. But again, your imagination is not the thing that is making anything happen. You're practicing a feeling in your imagination. with those things, through those things that you're imagining. Yes, it is possible that the imagery, the specifics of what you're imagining is actually going to manifest. That is possible. But what is definitely going to manifest is this feeling, whatever you are practicing, whether it's worry or, I don't know, something like security, something like happiness, whatever. That is going to manifest. Specifics are not that important as far as the universe is concerned. So, because it is about how you feel, and it's always about how you feel, it's always, always, always about how you feel, then I also want to talk about this idea, this concept that you can speak things into existence. Speak things into existence. Well, my understanding of the laws of the universe is that it's not about what you say. And also this is about acting as if as well. It's not about what you say, and it's not about what you do. If all of this saying and all of this doing is not affecting your emotional state, it's not affecting how you feel inside, nothing is changing about how you feel, then you're not really doing anything. You're not changing your vibration. You're not changing the energy. You're not affecting it in any way. Like if you're one of these people who likes affirmations and you like to robotically repeat affirmations, I have nothing against that. I have no problem with that. But it's just that you have to ask yourself, if I am repeating these things, is this actually making me feel any differently? Or am I just saying things? Because if it's not affecting my emotional state, then nothing is happening. This is why sometimes when you try to use affirmations, you may find that if it's not working, it's because your emotional state is not changing. Yes, it is possible to repeat something enough or often enough that you actually start to feel that you start to feel differently, whatever it is that you are repeating. Personally, I think that's kind of a difficult way to go about it, but if this works for you, yeah, go for it. And the same way is with acting as if. If you are doing these physical actions and it's not actually changing how you feel inside, then nothing is happening. Nothing is actually moving anywhere. Because your emotional state is not changing, and the universe is responding to your emotional state. So if that is not changing, then nothing can change. So you need to ask yourself, all of this acting as if and speaking things into existence, is it actually making me feel any differently inside? If it is, yes, great. It's working in that case. But if you don't feel differently, it's not about saying things or doing things. It's about feeling differently. You gotta ask yourself, what does it feel like when this thing that I want is here? If this was here right now, how would I feel? This is at the core of all of this. How would I feel? And then, yeah, you can think about what would I say and what would I do? But it's how would I feel first of all? The universe doesn't care how you felt before. It only cares about how you feel right now. It's right now. It's not how you felt last week or 10 years ago. It's right now. Everything is arranging itself around you right now, as far as the universe is concerned. So, again, it just comes back to how do you feel? How do you actually feel when you do these things and when you say these things and when you imagine these things? Because that is the thing that is turning into something if you keep on practicing that. If how you feel is not changing, then you are not changing the energy. You're just gonna keep on getting how it is that you actually feel. So I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.